Hey guys, it's Karen and I've got a review for you today on a product that I am loving so far. It's a first impressions review because I've only used it for a couple of days. A couple of days ago I went on a little trip to Boots and Superdrug and found a couple of new things that so far have been really good. I just did a review of one that is a dupe for a really good concealer, the Benefit Boying Concealer, and it's the Rimmel Lasting Finish. Love that. So I've done a review on that. And then I saw this, and I've also got another Gradual Tan by Heishi that I can't wait to try, but I keep thinking, well, I've got 3 products and 2 of them have been really good so far, so chances are that Gradual Tan isn't going to be great because I've also found some really good tanners lately. You know, I did the Hand Chemistry oil review and I'm keeping that in here because I'm using it so much. I absolutely love it. Anyway, this is a review of this, the Hand Chemistry Retin Oil Retinoid Complex for scars, stretch marks, aging and dehydrated skin. So I'll tell you what I've got on my spreadsheet. You know me, I've always got my spreadsheet, and I'll tell you what I think of the ingredients, what the claims are. Obviously I can't give you any effect on scars, etc., because I haven't been using it for long enough, and I'm not sure if I ever will be able to. What I might do, this is my plan, but whether I can stick to it or not is another question, but I might take a photo of my hand and use this for a couple of months and then take another photo of my hand, because I do feel like there's a difference, and so it'll be interesting to see if there is a cumulative effect, because that's generally where I'm going to use this. So it's called Hand Chemistry Retin Oil. It's 100 ml in this and it costs £14.99. I got mine in Boots. I don't know if it's available anywhere else at the moment, but Boots have it on their website and in the store that I went to. The claims are quite long, so bear with me, I'll read you the claims. It says, introducing your most effective retinoid compound without a need for prescription. Hand Chemistry's Retin Oil Complex is a multivitamin dry body oil which targets scars, stretch marks, aging, dehydrated skin, surface irregularities and discoloration to show a difference to the skin surface in just 2 weeks. So I said a month because I always think that you give it a month and then you definitely should see a result, and when you take photos of things like my hand it would be very hard to see differences, so I thought if I gave it a month we could really see a difference. It says our super dry oil formula helps the skin look smoother and visibly reduces pore size and wrinkles without causing irritation. The innovative complex includes vitamin C to help improve collagen production and sun-induced aging. A unique blend of skin-enhancing Amazonian oils leave a dry and happy protective barrier on the skin's surface. An oil-derived deep-sea algae complex targets stretch marks. Over time, there is a general improvement in skin's visible condition and texture. Okay, so that's the product. The instructions are apply as needed on body areas. So I think that when I read it, I was a little bit confused because it's talking about reducing pore size, which I would normally associate with the face. And also it's by Hand Chemistry, which I would associate with hands, but then it says apply as needed on body areas. But still, all of that said, I think you can use this on your hand and on your body. It doesn't say anywhere that you can use it on your face. I have been using it on my hands and I've tried it kind of at the tops of my legs as well. So I'll continue using it probably in those areas. So it's £14.99 and I think that's a pretty good price because the Hand Chemistry products are normally quite expensive, and so for this to have retinol in it, or retinoids, you know, that's normally makes things very expensive, and like I said, the Hand Chemistry products were already quite expensive, so £14.99 for this I think is pretty good. What have I written on my notes? Let me read you my notes. I've said that it's got great ingredients. I've had a look at all the ingredients in this and they're really good. The form of vitamin C is very good. It's a nice form of vitamin C because there's different ways of putting it into products. It does have fragrance, but it's very low on the list. I think it's number 10 onwards. There are a couple of fragrances in it. For me, for my body, that's not so much of a concern, but even if it is a concern, like I said, they're very low. The scent when you put it on your skin is fairly strong. It's not overwhelmingly strong, but neither is it hard to find. So if you do have sensitive body skin, it's something maybe to consider. And especially if you know the ingredients you're allergic to, because it's got linalool in it, which that would sometimes irritate me. In this, it hasn't at all, and I think that that's maybe the fact that it's so low, there's not too much in it, and the fact that it's got some other really good oils in it, and the vitamin C, etc. I have said that there's no information on how much retinol is included in this, exactly how much retinoid is, because it says without a prescription, but obviously you can buy a lot of products with retinol in, so don't imagine there's a huge amount in this, but it is ingredient number 4, so it's definitely high up on the list. I find it quite frustrating when you find a product that says it's a retinol product or a retinoid product and you have a look and it's like ingredient number 10, because then it's barely worthwhile being in the the list, and when it's the major claim, you know, you expect it to be higher up. So this is ingredient number 4, which is really, really good. So I said it feels lovely, absorbs well, smells lovely, could be used under hand cream and doesn't leave any stains. So let me explain that. When it goes on, I've never felt anything quite like it, and I still feel like I can see a difference. There's no way you'll see a difference on screen. Maybe you will, and actually I think I know what it means by, I think it's because it has sort of filled in my pores and smoothed my hand. I've put it on that hand and not on this one. Let me put a little bit more in just in case you can see it on screen. But I looked at my hand and I thought that looks different already. It doesn't claim to have an instant effect, but I think it's because it instantly provides moisture, and like I said, because it does, it reduces pore size is what it claims. Well, you know, what does it say? Visibly reduces pore size, so it reduces the appearance of pore size. So that's it on that hand there, and you can see that it's almost absorbed already, and that's my right hand there. Now I think I've got pretty old looking hands, so hands are something that I'm really interested in using products on, and especially recently because my hands have been so dry since having our puppy, because I'm constantly washing my hands. So from that point of view, having something that is an oil, something that I know has got a proven anti-aging ingredient in, which is retinol, and something that actually feels really nice, is a real plus for me, and I really love this. It's, like I said, it's got a scent. It's a sort of fruity scent, but it's I'm not sure what fruit, you know, it's semi-citrus, but I tend to not like, I don't like the smell of orange or lemon and things like that, but I do really like the scent of this, and like I said, it's not overpowering. Like, I can smell it if I put my hand there, but I can't just smell it from putting it on my body. Oh yes, I also said it absorbs well and doesn't leave a stain. What I mean by that is I put it on this morning, and I'm just about to get changed and put the bottoms that I've got on, which are just jogging bottoms, into the wash. And they're light blue colour. And so I thought, well, what I'll do is I put it on, and I thought it feels like it's instantly absorbed, but it still feels like that hand feels lovely compared to this one. It does feel really moisturised, and I thought, I wonder if that would come off like on clothes though. So I pressed it against my trousers to see if there was any, you know, like an oily stain, because I knew it would come out, and there wasn't at all. So I thought that was pretty impressive, and it is like I thought, it has absorbed and doesn't feel oily and sticky. And there's nothing worse, especially with something on your hands that feels that kind of oily, sticky way. But I've also said in my notes that you could use it under a hand cream if you were concerned about that, or you really wanted to get extra moisture to your hand. You could put a hand cream over the top, and that would seal the oil in, but I don't think it's necessary to do so. I think this would be good for things like, you know, using it on the top of your legs if you've got any cellulite like I have, using it on your stomach if you've got any stretch marks, things like that. You might think, looking at the size of this bottle, that it wouldn't last very long on your body, but I think it would be okay, because you only have to use a tiny amount. I mean, I've barely used any, and I've used it at the top of my legs, and I've used it quite a few times on my hands. I can't stop using it because honestly, it feels like I've used a primer on my hands. I wonder if you will be able to see it. I might see if I can take a picture. It feels like I've used some kind of primer, honestly. I wasn't sent this, by the way. I did go out and buy this myself, just to clarify. It sounds like I'm raving about it, but there are a couple of things that I come across that I absolutely love, and yeah, this has been one of them. Whether or not it continues to impress me, or whether or not I continue to use it, is another question, because I'm quite lazy with hand creams and things for my body in general, body lotions, that kind of thing. I'm getting a bit more aware of it now, but I've always had old looking hands. So if something did change from using this, then I'd definitely be more committed to using it, you know. So that's everything there is to tell you about this. Let me know if you are intending to buy it, if you've already bought it, if you've tried it, what you think. Any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will try and do that hand thing and take a picture and report back to you and see what you guys think. Before I go, I'll give you a rundown of my makeup. I've got on the YSL Fusion Ink Foundation in BD20. I've got on a Ulta pigment that I got in a swap with a friend from America in Icing. It's called Icing. And I used the Lorac Pro Original palette, the purple colour in the outer corner. On my cheeks, I used the Instain blush by the Balm. Is it the Balm? Instain? Yes. In lace. And on my lips, I've just got a little lip gloss by L'Oreal called Pink Moon. So that's everything. Thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you again soon.